guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a book haul. I have about 12 books to share with you guys and I'm very excited to talk about them. I've kind of picked them up over the past 2 months or so. I think that's a decent amount of time. I don't know, I buy a lot of books, but I do buy them on sale. I go to Book Outlet a lot, like I shop online there a bunch. I shop online at like Amazon, so I hardly ever buy anything for full retail price, which I think makes the major buying habits that I have okay. So the first 3 books I have to share with you all are actually from Book Outlet. I buy from there a lot, like I said. It's such a great place to go and find really cheap books. You can't always find what you're looking for, but it's definitely a place that I look if I have anything that I'm keeping an eye out for. I always go there first to see if I can get it for a really good deal. So the first book I have to share with you all is The Star Touch Queen by Roshani Chokski. I honestly don't know what this book is about, to be completely honest. I've just seen it a bunch kind of floating about around BookTube, and I know I don't know if it's like a companion novel to it, I don't really understand, but it looks beautiful, and it's not that big. I thought it was going to be larger, so I don't know, I'm excited to read it eventually. The second book I have is Arch Enemy by Frank Bador. This is actually the 3rd and final book to the Looking Glass Wars trilogy, and I never finished this trilogy. I first read it, I think in like 7th grade, and I love the books, and I just recently reread the first one. And I saw this 3rd one on Book Outlet and I was like, oh my gosh, where have you been all my life? I've been waiting for you. So I don't know, I just got really excited when I saw it. Basically this series is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. I honestly don't know the story of Alice in Wonderland all that well aside from the Disney movie, so I don't know, but I really do enjoy it. If you like Alice in Wonderland or if you like fairy tale retellings, I definitely think this is a series that you should pick up. And the last book I got from Book Outlet is Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. I've been eyeing this book for so long and it never really called to me. You know, I'm just not a contemporary reader very often, so I was like, I don't know, I don't think that's gonna be that good. I don't know, I just never wanted to pick it up, but I finally caved and I did. And I've already read it and I really liked it, surprisingly. I was just in the mood for a YA contemporary read, which never happens, and so I picked it up, I read it in like a day, easily, and it was really, really good. I'm excited to kind of talk to you guys more about it at the end of the month. Also, little side note, I was kind of disappointed when I first got it in because it's a little dirty. I don't know if you can see that it's kind of dirty, and I'm a huge snob when it comes to books, so I like them to be perfect. So I was kind of disappointed, but then I opened it up and it's signed! It's a signed book! I didn't even pay extra or anything, it just came like that, and I don't know, that makes up for the kind of dirty cover. The next book I have to share with you all is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I honestly don't know that much about this book. I know it's a World War II story. I love historical fiction books when I'm in the mood for them, and I love World War II books. I find like that it's such an interesting part of history, and I love reading about it and learning more. I'm excited to get to this book once I feel like it. Once I'm in the mood for a historical fiction, I guess. The next book is Brissinger, I think that's how you say it, by Christopher Polani. This is actually the 3rd or 4th book in the Inheritance Cycle series, and I read the first one and I really liked it, Aragon. But I saw this at Goodwill and it was like $2 and in super good condition and hardcover. And I was sold. I was like, I'm definitely going to continue this series one day. Maybe soon, maybe a little bit later, but it's worth it to get this book for really cheap. Basically, this series follows dragons. That's about all I can say. I don't really know how else to describe it. There's dragons, there's some magic, and it's a really fun read if you like fantasy. The next 2 books I have are 2 books from a series that's currently kind of in the process of coming out, and that's the Magnus Chase and the Swords of Summer and Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor. These are both the first 2 novels in what I think is going to be a 3-part series, and it follows Norse mythology. I'm pretty sure there's Annabeth Chase in it. I don't really know much else, but I love Rick Riordan and I'm excited to get these books eventually. Again, I feel like everything I buy, I'm just like, eventually, when I read it, I'm very excited. But it's just the truth, because I have so many books on my shelf that I haven't gotten to yet, so everything that I buy, it's like, eventually. The next book is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Leary Sans. I've heard so much about this book, but I don't know anything about it at the same time. I'm assuming it follows Aristotle and Dante. I don't really know much else, but I've heard really, really good things about it. So I'm excited to pick it up when I'm kind of in the mood for contemporary, which has happened recently that I'm more in the mood for it. So I think I'm going to pick it up soon. So the next 2 books I have are both by Sarah J Maas, and I just recently bought them, picked them up because I read A Court of Thorns and Roses and loved it so much, and I just needed to get my hands on the rest. So that is A Court of Mist and Fury and A Court of Wings and Ruin, both by Sarah J Maas. I'm very excited to read these books. I want to very soon because let me tell you, I loved A Court of Thorns and Roses so much. But okay, can we talk about, this book is ginormous, which is fine. I'm fine with ginormous books. And this one isn't nearly as big. What? The third one is supposed to get longer, not shorter. I don't know. Whatever. That kind of bothers me. I'm sad that it's not as long. I'm very excited to get to these books soon because I can tell you what, these are a series that I'm going to be blowing through. Next I have Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I've heard a bunch about the series. I think it basically is a time traveling sort of story. Don't know much else. Story of my life. I don't know anything about my books that I buy, but I've heard really good things, and I think there's only 2 books out right now. I don't know if it's going to continue into a trilogy or a whole series. Also, on the back, there's a little blurb, and it says fans of Outlander will like it, basically. And I am obsessed with Outlander, so I think that's a good sign. And the last book I have is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I've never read anything from Maggie Stiefvater, and I've heard really good things. I'm really excited to pick this book up. I have no clue what it's about. Story of my life. What the heck? I don't know anything. I'm clueless, guys. I have no idea what any of my books are about, but I've heard good things about this, and I know a bunch of people love this series, so I thought it might be a kind of a good place to start with Maggie Stiefvater. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you liked seeing all the books that I've gotten recently. Tell me which ones you think I should pick up soon, first. I don't know. There's a whole bunch that are kind of options. I will leave all my links down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with another video. Bye!